Are you excited every time you hit a new high score, only to go in game and absolutely suck? Do you want to just give up? Nah, bro. It's mainly a mentality change. Chances are you're playing aim trainers to improve at aim trainers without even realizing it, rather than working on your actual aim. See, aim isn't reactive, static, or even smoothness. These are just keywords to help you realize what the scenario is made for. It's a full assortment of 1,000 things. Recoil, movement, peaking are just some of the things that are often overlooked when you actually aim train. So how do we fight this? Do you just want to play recoil scenarios? No. If you're truly not progressing, you might consider first watching my plateau video in the top right. It might help you out. But I made some bullet points for you guys, and hopefully it'll be a lot easier for me to explain it to you. 1. Play harder scenarios. If you consistently hit a good high score on a specific scenario, consider upping the difficulty. You might be playing scenarios that are already too easy for your skill level, or you might be too accustomed to that particular type of scenario, essentially overplaying it, assuming that the next high score is the one that will make you a certified beast. A classic of an overplayed scenario that is really good, but in moderation, is Smoothbot. I wouldn't play this every day, but having it in your playlist isn't a bad idea either. 2. Don't be afraid to reach out for new scenarios. Just because you're playing Valorant doesn't mean tracking won't help you. Focus on bettering all of your aim, then adapting it to your specific game. Change scenarios and focus on scenarios that are more similar to the types of games you play. Scenarios that address your specific weaknesses. 2.5. Optimization. Another thing to avoid is you should never be taught how to play the scenario. Instead, optimize it for your game. See, a lot of YouTubers, they think they wrongly teach you how to play the scenario for better scores, making it feel like their tips are actually doing you good, instead of focusing how the scenario might actually reflect in game. A typical example for overused scenario in my opinion is bounce 180. How often will you tap a large ball that's bouncing in a predictable manner? It's easy, it's not realistic, and it causes you no stress like in-game situations actually do. A bigger number in bounce 180 isn't going to make you a better aimer. See, in real life, if you squat 200 kilos, that doesn't mean your bench press will automatically increase. You have to diversify. Number 3. Diversify. Don't stick to one playlist, one YouTuber, or one tip. Change it up. Try different techniques, crosshairs, or even if you have something like a spare mousepad laying around, change it up. Because what you're using right now, whether it be settings or mentality, might be good, but not perfect for you. It's this finding perfection that truly takes the longest time in your journey. 4. Look at your stats. Are they linear? Are they increasing? Maybe they're even going down. These should all be signs on how a particular scenario might be affecting you. If you're steadily increasing your score, most of the time, that's a good sign. If you're, however, going up and down on a long-term scale and haven't seen much change, it might be time to ditch that scenario, even just temporarily. Just remember, sometimes your brain gets you to ignore the harder task in order not to improve, since it's complacent, already doing what it's good at instead of challenging itself. Those are just some quick tips. I hope that I helped you out or get you to think about it in another way. Like and sub.